Alright, so I'm going to open up and disassemble this HP Envy notebook PC model 17t-u100. Alright, so first thing we're going to do is remove these rubber things. So most likely there's hidden screws under here, so let's go ahead and pull these out. Alright, so this is going to be a little tricky. As you can see, it's coming out without the adhesive. So what you want to do is you want to try and get the adhesive to come up with the, sorry, where's my needle? So here we go. So you want to try and get the adhesive to come up with the rubber piece. If the rubber comes up separately, you want to try and get up a piece of the rubber here. Alright, so let's see, I'm going to try and get this up. Okay. I'm probably going to have to use a different tool because this needle's not strong enough to lift this up. But anyways, you want to get the adhesive out here. Okay, so let me get a flathead screwdriver to make this easier. Actually, we'll use this. Okay. And we're just going to get underneath the adhesive here. Just like that. Okay. Alright, so since the adhesive here actually isn't, what do you call it? It's not stretchy, so it keeps the shape a lot better. So what you want to do is try and keep the rubber piece attached to the adhesive if you can, and then use that to help pull the entire thing up. Okay, so if you do it wrong, as you can see, it's just gonna like move all over the place. But there we go. So we're gonna peel this all up, and there are the screws hidden underneath. So I'm gonna try and put this back on here. Okay, just like that. Well, it's not going to want to stick, so we're just going to put the adhesive back in later. Okay, so we're going to do it that way, and I don't think there's any screws hidden under this one, so we're just going to go ahead and remove this first. Alright, so keep the screws in order because they are different size, shape, and lengths. You got some T5 screws around here, and then you got some PH1 screws here. So first we're going to remove the PH1 or JIS1 screws. Alright, there's 3 hidden underneath here. Okay, so remove those 3. To keep them in order, I just put them in a pattern like this on my desk. Alright, so here you go. 1, 2, 3. Okay, hopefully you get the idea, just like that. I'm going to switch to T5, and I'll just put them on my desk in that pattern, so that way I can remember how they came out. Alright. Alright, so I set those aside. We're going to go ahead and remove the T5 screws now. Alright, there's one here. It seems like it's stuck, so we're going to go ahead and do the other one. Okay. And go down the sides and remove these screws as well. Alright, and then we're going to remove the 4 screws along the bottom. So I don't know why this screw's stuck. It must be the screw mount is damaged or something. So we're going to go ahead and see, once we get all these screws, we can possibly lift this cover up and then use that to help pull that out. Alright, 4 along the bottom. So now that we got all those screws out, we're going to use a suction cup and see if we can use that to pull this cover off. Okay, it doesn't seem like it wants to come up. It's pretty strong. Alright, so we're probably going to have to pry it up. Let's see here. Let's try from the back corner. Oh, there we go. So this corner came up, so we're going to go along this side and pop it up from this side first then. Just like this. If you want, you can keep moving the suction cup. You can also use some tape to do this. I use like some tape that will go up like that and meet at the center, and you can use that as a pull tab. Alright, so if you don't have a suction cup, you can do that. Alright, let's try and pull this cover up as we undo this screw and see if that will get that screw out. This screw really doesn't want to come out. So I'm not sure how we're going to proceed there. Let's go ahead and continue trying to pop this cover off. Okay, I'm gonna go over to here, and then while we're doing this, I'm gonna try and move this up and down to try and pop the clips here. I don't think there's any hidden screws. Yeah, there's no hidden screws there, so this did pop up. Alright, now we're going to try and pop this side out. There we go. And I don't know how we're going to remove this because this one screw doesn't want to come out. So let's see what we're going to do. We got all the rest of the cover up except for this one corner. So I'm going to try and be pulling this up as I unscrew this. And sometimes that will help get the screw out. It doesn't seem to want to come up though. So I might have to physically destroy that screw. Let's see if this won't come out at all. Okay, because all the rest of this cover is up. The only thing is this one screw here doesn't want to come out. So I'm not sure what we're going to do. It doesn't seem like it's moving, even with it pulled all the way up like this. Okay. Let's try and pry this corner out. I don't think it's going to go any more than it already is. That's okay. That's already lifted up pretty much. Very high. And this piece still doesn't want to come out. Yeah, I don't know how we're going to remove this. It's stuck underneath, it seems. Okay, I'm trying to lift this up some more, but it doesn't seem to be working. Come on. I don't know. This screw doesn't want to come out, so I don't know what I'm going to do about this. I'm going to have to figure this out, and then I will be back, I guess, because this doesn't seem to want to come out at all. Let's see if I can look underneath. I could possibly rotate the whole cover over, but I don't know. It doesn't want to... I'm going to try and maybe use a drill to spin this screw, and hopefully if I can spin it fast enough, it will cause it to maybe melt through this hole. Okay, so I'm going to try that. It's kind of a weird method. Alright, let's have it go in reverse. Alright, let's see what we got. Spin it into drill mode. Okay, and while I'm pulling on this cover, I'm just going to be spinning this screw really fast. Let's see if it works. It's working. There we go. Okay, that screw didn't want to come out, so I had to basically force melt it out. Alright, I think it's still gripping on there. Oh man. Okay, I'm going to drill it some more until we can completely remove it. Come on, let go. There we go. So, this thing was completely seized up. This thing just keeps spinning. Alright. So there's one trick for you guys. I don't know if anyone's going to ever need that. But, yeah, maybe I'll make that into a separate video on how to remove a stubborn or stuck screw. Alright, so we got that. I'm going to need this to clean out the plastic chunks. Okay, so I don't know why this screw is stuck here. It doesn't want to come out at all. Okay, I don't know what to do about that. Maybe I can try and... Yeah, I don't know how I'm going to remove this broken screw. Let's see if it will unscrew while I'm holding it with pliers. Okay, I'm going to twist it really slowly. Oop. Trying to pull it out. Yeah, I don't know. This screw does not want to come out at all. I don't know. It's like wobbling around. So, I don't know. I don't know what to do about that. So that piece, it looks like it's trapped underneath the hinge. I might have to just clip that off completely just so it doesn't get caught on anything. Okay, so we're going to actually just clip this off. Yep, this piece is just kind of loose and spinning around. Alright, so I'm going to get some tools to snip that off, and I will be back. Alright, see you guys in a bit. Oh wait, I forgot I have that tool in my bag here. Okay, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to use this, and I'm just going to snip that thing off. Since that screw is stuck, it's not going anywhere. Have no choice. Just snip that off. I don't know where that went. Get all that extra broken melted plasticky stuff out. Okay, so we're just gonna have to live with that. Alright, so this one was having some weird issue. I don't know if there's an extra SSD anywhere on here. This battery is kind of inflating here, so the battery might need to be replaced soon. The customer told me that it was randomly giving a hard drive detection issue. So what I'm going to have to do, I'm going to unscrew this and then just try and reseat it and see if that will help. Alright. So this is using an M.2 PCIe NVMe SSD. So we're just going to take the SSD out. He said maybe, I don't think it gets loose because it's screwed in place, but we'll just take this out. Alright, and then we're just going to go ahead and reseat that in. Put that back down, make sure it's seated all the way. Alright, and we'll just tighten this screw back into place. Okay, I don't see anything else weird other than the battery right now. There's the RAM here, 2 sticks, you just pull the 2 tabs like this. This is 8 gigs PC4 2400T, so if you want to get replacement RAM, you can get any size, just make sure it's PC4 2400T to make sure it's compatible. Sometimes it'll support different types of RAM, but to be safe, I always try and put the same speed. Alright, everything else looks okay. It's a little dusty here. There's a big dust cloud coming out as I blow the dust off these fans. But other than that, I don't see anything else. It looks like there might be some integrated memory here. I don't know if this is video memory, but you got the CPU and GPU. They are soldered to the board. You can't upgrade them. You got the keyboard connector, trackpad connector, keyboard backlight connector. You got the LVDS or video LCD connector here. If you do mess with this, make sure you disconnect the battery and press and hold the power button for 10 to 15 seconds before working on the computer or pulling this cable. The battery connector is right here. You just grab the wings and you kind of just wiggle it as you pull it out. I'm not going to take that out because we don't need to, but there's also the DC jack here, the charge port, right? Connects there, same idea. Grab the wings, wiggle it, and pull it out. You got a speaker connector here, it looks like, and the wireless card. You also got the USB LAN board here, the connection there. But yeah, that's pretty much all there is to this. This is a M.2 SATA SSD, if you're wondering, so it's not PCIe NVMe. I'm not sure if it supports PCIe NVMe, but I see this as a M.2 SATA SSD. Alright, anyways, this one was upgraded, I believe. It's a 1 terabyte SSD, so we'll have to see MX500. Alright, we'll have to see if it is the SSD. We're going to have to see about getting a replacement. But it's kind of weird that it would be intermittent, so I have a feeling it's not the SSD and it might be something else. I did notice it did show some other SSD or memory somewhere on the computer. I'm not sure where. I don't see anything, so it must be soldered to the board. And if that's the case, it might be trying to boot off of that old or that damaged SSD that's integrated on the board. Anyways, that's pretty much all there is to it. Let's put this back together. Maybe this can be the screw removal part can be like creative ways to remove stuck screws, or I don't know. Anyways, let's put this cover back on. Alright, snap all of this back together. Okay, just go around, and then let's go ahead and put back all the screws. So we got the 3 screws in the middle here. Again, that screw, we can't do anything about it because it's stuck there. But yeah. Alright, we're going to get these screws back in. Once you get the screws back in, we'll take the adhesive piece and we'll lay this down first, okay? Just like that, going along. Okay. Just like that. Stick that all down. Okay, then take the rubber piece. Get that in place. There we go. Alright, now we're just going to put back the T5 screws, and that's pretty much all there is to this. So hopefully this video helped you guys. If it did, please like and subscribe. Help others find my videos. Thank you for watching. You're welcome to stay as I put in all these screws. But yeah. Alright. I'll see you all in the next one. Bye. Last 4 screws. Alright, see ya.